Hi, everyone. It's Dr. Matson. I just wanted to let you know I updated the information here. I saw a couple emails this week and realized that I didn't have the template or anything in here for you. So it is in here now. So I added the directions from the syllabus to this. You're just submitting one for this assignment because the second and third one you're going to submit later, right? So let's see, this is your syllabus that I have open. So your first annotated bibliography is one you're doing this week. The second and third one are not going to be due for a couple weeks. And I broke them up like that because I want to be able to give you feedback on the first one before you do the second and third one because students don't always do the first one right. And I don't want you to lose points on all three. I'd rather look at the first one, tell you what you did right or wrong, and that way you can go back and have a better idea of how to do the second and third one. So this is the template that I want you to use. So when you download this, you're going to use the grid. So this is, you can hit enable. You can hit enable editing. You're just going to type in here. So you're going to type the full APA reference in here, and then you're going to type what the article's about, a summary of it, why the research is performed. The findings should be something with the results. You should have statistical information in here. Something specific that says the outcome of the study. The strengths is what are the strengths to this specific study, this specific type of research that was done. Same thing with the weaknesses. What didn't work for this study? What did the researchers struggle with? What was the problems in it? That type of thing. Implications for practice is how do we use what we learned from this research in the field itself? How do we do that? So you'll use this grid for each one, right? This is what I want you to fill out is the grid. You can copy and paste it into a new document. You can leave it in this if you want. You can delete this other stuff if you want, whatever it is you want to do. You can edit it how you want. But I also gave you examples of completed annoteds. So if we open up this one, so these are examples of what other annotated bibliographies look like. Right? So you can see they're approximately a page long. This one's a little bit more detailed. It just depends on what the articles are about. So you can kind of read through. You're supposed to have the keywords. I don't have the keywords on the grid. I forgot to add that in, but add it, don't add it. We won't worry about that necessarily. But there's, 17 pages for you to read through. So there's a lot of information here as to what different annotated bibliographies look like. So here you can see they talk about, the multivariate analysis that they did, which is a statistical and type of analysis. There's a lot of percentages here that they give in the research. So, the idea is you should be able to look at, the annotated bibliography, get a full sense of what the article was about, without having to actually go into the article. And really what you're going to do when you go to write your lit review is you're just going to kind of plug this information right into your paper. Okay. Obviously you're going to have to rearrange things and, but this is kind of the basis or foundation or outline of your paper. When you write a lit review, you want to intertwine the information. So let me see if I can pull up the example of a lit review. And I'll also upload this into Blackboard too here if I can find it. Okay. Oh yeah, that's good. So this is a very advanced lit review, okay? Because we do lit reviews at all levels. Because you can see he's a master's level student. But like I said, we do lit reviews at all levels of research methods classes. So you're doing a very basic, simplistic one to start with. So, but the idea is, and he's got research questions in here. So, no, this is really a different assignment. This is not what we want to look at. Let me try this again. Yeah. Was it this one? Yeah, this one. Okay, so we have an abstract, right? But an abstract is part of an APA paper. So an abstract is basically a summary of what the whole paper is going to be about, right? And then you put the keywords after, like 3, 4, 5, keywords, whatever the main points of the paper were. So this student wrote about, tasers and the police force is what he focused on. So when you go to write your annotated bibliography, the idea is to intertwine the articles. You don't want to write the first article said this, the second article said that, the third article said that. You want to talk about them together as a whole. That's why when you pick your 3 articles, it's very important to find articles that closely match up in what it is that they researched, because you need the articles to relate so that you can talk about them together. So you can see in he's got, this article mentioned, and this article mentioned, and this article mentioned, like all in the same paragraph. That is what we want to see. We want to be able to, it's kind of almost like a compare and contrast of the articles, right? As we go. So I will post this example. This is usually the one that I have in for classes, of what was done with this lit review. So this should give you some kind of basis of what to, go off of for what your paper will look like when you get to that point. So your paper is not due until, when's your lit review due? Here. Yeah. Not until April. Yeah. So you have plenty of time, but the idea is you're going to take what you put in your first annotated, your second and third annotated, and you're going to, use that to put into your lit review paper. And obviously you'll have to add things and move things around and stuff, but you should have a good start to your lit review paper after doing the annotated bibliographies. So if you have more questions, feel free to reach out. And I have a couple other links on stuff for lit reviews that I will post in here for you. So just keep in mind that everything will be underneath week 6 that relate to the examples and lit review and information like that. All right, we'll keep everything in one spot so that you're not kind of digging all over the place. Other than that, have a good day and reach out if you have any questions, and I will be in touch again.